Meeting called to order. Councilmember Chapman.
Here.
Councilmember Clayton.
Here.
Councilmember Kendall.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Here.
Mayor Moore.
Here.
Please stand for a silent prayer, a moment of reflection. We will now salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As to comply with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the following manner. The annual notice was forwarded to the Asbury Park Press, the Coaster, and the Star Ledger on January 7, 2021. That should be 22. And posted on the bulletin board the same date. All notices are on file with the city clerk. We will now move on to special events application.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This evening, we have 3 applications for approval. The first one is the Back to School Book Bag and School Supply Drive Music Fest at Springwood Park on July 30th from 12 to 8. Second is the Runapalooza Half Marathon on April 2nd. And finally, a beach wedding ceremony on Fifth Avenue Beach on July 8th. Are there any questions? Okay. Before I leave, I'd just like to take a moment and give a brief synopsis of the meal kit giveaway that happened on February 5th. So the city's Community Development Block Grant Committee decided they wanted to do something for the entire community. And after tossing around several ideas, excuse me, we decided that a meal kit giveaway in December would be a good idea. Deputy Mayor Quinn, who's also a committee member, suggested that it happen after the holidays, since so many other organizations provide meals prior to. So our initial plan was to do it on July 29th. Well, I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. January 29th. But unfortunately, we got 18 inches of snow and it couldn't happen. So Cassandra and I rescheduled it for February 5th. And in order for this to be successful, we knew that we needed help. So our first call was to the Kazik Brothers Fraternity because they were always willing to help. And of course, this was no exception. We also reached out to the fire, police, and Department of Public Works departments. And together we distributed over 200 meal kits to residents of Asbury Park. And the kits were really well filled. They included a frozen turkey, fresh organic spinach and other vegetables, fresh fruit, including a whole pineapple, and canned goods. We're very grateful to Fulfill Food Bank because they provided the food and they well exceeded our expectations. Our community had an array of healthy food items, and we were grateful for that. As I mentioned, it really took a group effort to do this. The police department, led by Lieutenant Petway, who I need to mention on Saturdays has double duty because he runs the PAL Youth Basketball League, so he was in between both. But he and other officers provided the assistance we needed. They delivered meals to Comstock Courts, Robinson Tower, Lumley Homes. The fire chief, assisted by T. Gates and other fire department members, delivered to Asbury and Phillips Seaview Towers. And of course, we needed our public works department. They really helped us a lot. Dave Crawford, Jesse Stevens, Rob Lawton, and Doug Johnson. Of course, my go-to people, Janice Hughes and Torrin Jordan, were here to assist. And again, the Kazik brothers, as I mentioned, were really instrumental because Cassandra and I were kind of overwhelmed with all the food that we received from Fulfill, and we kind of were lost. And they basically just pushed us out the way. They said, we got it. They put together an assembly line and got the meal kits together. And then they also made deliveries to our residents on the west side. We also had residents coming by to pick up meal kits at City Hall as well. So lastly, I'd just like to thank the mayor for being hands-on, staying with us until the very end, the rest of the council for always, and the city manager for always supporting what we do in our community. Cassandra and I are homegrown. We love Asbury Park, and we'll always be committed to this city, and we're privileged to work here. So, thank you.
I thank you, and it was a great event, and I asked Leisha to make this report because I wish we had pictures to put up, and we've gotten many phone calls from people that have received the food packages because it had their names on it and they're delivered right to their houses and their apartments, which was really neat. And Fulfill, I think, gave us a lot of extra food just because of what we were doing, and thank goodness their forklift could fit through the city hall doors because there was like 10 pallets of, you name it, turkeys, pineapples, and big pallets. It's stacked so high. There was a ton of food. None of it went to waste. It was a very, very good event. So that's why I asked Cassandra to make this presentation because sometimes like those things go overlooked and we didn't have a photographer there taking pictures or anything. So we did some with cell phones and they're on, you can go to my site, you can go to Leisha's site, you can go to Amy's site, everybody, council people, Eileen, Jesse was there, Yvonne, we were all there. And it was a great day. And I'm so happy to see do what?
Is the microphone on?
Yeah, you can't hear me, Rita? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll talk louder. So it was a great day and I'm so happy it happened. Okay, now I'll shut up next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leisha.
Don't wait till the end, Rita. Tell me I can't hear you.
I know, I thought it was me, but then I asked Louise.
Okay.
We are on to matters from the city council. Councilmember Chapman.
Yeah, so I just want to thank Leisha, Cassandra, and all of that team who helped put that initiative together. I love being part of this community, and you guys just do such an amazing job. Thanks to everyone who took part in that. That's it.
Councilmember Clayton.
I just want to add my thanks and nothing else at this time.
Councilmember Kendall.
Nothing at this time.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Nothing.
Mayor Moore.
One quick thing, Anita Weiner, who served on the library board and was very good on the library board, she submitted her resignation, so that's my appointment. So Greg Vasala is appointed to the library board and his term will expire 12/31/2023. And that doesn't, it's not a resolution, it's an appointment, so it doesn't need a vote, so I'm just knocking that out now. Thank you, that's it.
Matters from the city manager.
I have nothing, Melody.
Matters from the city attorney.
I have nothing at this time for me as well. Thank you.
We are now on to the public participation portion of the meeting. May I have a motion to open the public comment portion of the meeting with a 3-minute time limit for each speaker?
Move it.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
If any members of the public wish to be heard, please go to the mic, state your name and address for the record, and each speaker will have 3 minutes.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm Ron Simoncini, Asbury Park Property Owners Coalition, 301 Route 17 North, Rutherford, New Jersey. As you know, we've been appearing before you frequently to request relief from conditions in the rent control ordinance that were poorly conceived and have shown to be difficult for your staff to execute. We've received notice that the registration deadline for property owners subject to the rent control ordinance has been extended to March 1st, 2022. That notice also includes notification that late filings will not necessarily result in fines if they are cured in a reasonable time frame. Thank you for that. I have prepared remarks tonight because I've got some very specific issues and I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So on the face, that seems reasonable. However, it does not address another issue that we broach, which is the likelihood that many property owners will not be comfortable with the type of compliance required by this ordinance. Again, many of these property owners potentially will not even receive these notices or be aware that there is rent control in Asbury Park that applies to them. We suggest that you hold informational seminars in order to provide the sort of education that some of these property owners will require in order to be in compliance. Further, we delivered to your offices more than 300 signatures from tenants reluctant to have their personal information shared by the property owner with the city. We hope that you will address this matter tonight as there remains plenty of time to adjust this requirement prior to your new March 1st deadline. Section 15 of the ordinance calls for notifications and disclosures to be provided to all tenants by the landlord, for which you can obtain the notifications from the rent leveling officer or the city's website. You have not produced a form. The city housing official does not have a form and the website has no form. So every single person who complies with your registration requirement is not in compliance with the ordinance because he cannot file a form that you have not proffered. And this is just another example, like, we're not doing this serially to come here and knock on you different things. This ordinance is awful. Its administration is at risk. And every time we look through it, we find another thing. So now I have to come up and say, look, I think you have to extend your deadline again because you haven't proffered a form. We can't notice our tenants the way that you want us to, that they're under rent control. It's in your ordinance, section 15. Finally, the ordinance does not permit electronic filing. All of our tenants like the electronic filing. They sign their lease electronically. We're going to be cutting down trees to send you leases for 1,000 tenants, and there's another 7,000 in the balance of the town, when most people have electronic document management and they can just press a button. It'll have an electronic timestamp on it for you. And Mayor Moore, I know that you said that you were looking into that and trying to figure it out. This is something that everybody else has already. So an adoption of this particular rent control regime is failing really miserably. And we'd like you guys to just understand that we're not here because we objected to rent control. We supported your rent control ordinance. We advocated for it. We voted against the ordinance that you didn't want. But this is not the rent control ordinance you should have passed.
Okay, thank you. Is it true the forms aren't available?
There are forms on the website, Mayor. I will confirm with Mr. Goodman that the form he's referring to is not there. I'm looking at them right now, so I...
Okay, so the forms are on the website. And I think that was one of your main concerns, so it seems like they are there.
They're recently posted.
Okay, and I know, and correct, not Donna, you correct me if I'm wrong. I think after the first meeting, the chairperson reached out to you about informational sessions and.
Yeah, and we made a video that is online for everyone to see. Due to COVID, we thought it would be inappropriate to have meetings in person, so there is a video on the website that everyone is able to read and listen to. And we also have offered people to call our director directly, and he can answer any questions.
Can we put those two pieces of information, the forms online, and there's a video online, if any tenant wants to watch it, can we put that out as on Nextdoor and Facebook? Can we put it on Nextdoor? I mean, people read Nextdoor all the time, so we're getting complaints they're not there. So why can't we just post, they are there, here's how to find them, and make it friendly where people don't have to search for them, that they can find them easily.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Next.
You can also put the video on APTV, John.
It's there.
Is it?
Yeah.
She's saying it is.
Oh, yeah, no, I believe it is. Yeah, so we'll put it on APTV, okay. And we'll see it tonight, I'm sorry.
No, take your time.
Go ahead.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me with the mask or take, okay.
Yeah, but if you want to take it off to speak, feel free.
Tired of it anyways. Good evening, council and everyone else. My name is Terry Edelstein, 510 Deal Lake Drive. I'm also here representing Habitat for Humanity, which I recently now work for. We will be starting our homeowner selection for our next homeowners. We will be building at least one home, maybe hopefully up to 3 homes in Monmouth County. We will be starting the information sessions. 2 of them will actually occur here, starting February 23rd, and I have flyers if people can help pass out flyers. But we are looking to evaluate the homeowners over the next 6 months. Basically, just so everybody knows that Habitat doesn't give homes, it's basically helping somebody with an affordable home. So we'll help somebody get an affordable mortgage for those homes, and in turn, they'll also participate in the build of the homes. So as we start building the homes, we would like to have our homeowners selected so they can participate. So that effort's starting now, and we look forward to everybody helping.
Thank you and
Nice.
congratulations. Anything we can help to get out the word, let us know.
Flyers.
Okay.
And we can put it on our Thursday news blast? Okay.
I mean, you want any paper or?
You can leave the paper there.
Okay.
If you want to email it to me, then we can distribute it.
Perfect. And I have them in English and Spanish.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Rita, when you're ready.
Okay,
Thank you.
this keeps going down. Why is everybody so separated to begin with? I think it's over. I mean, it's kind of silly. But anyway, Rita Morano, 504 8th Avenue. I was going to talk about the rent control, but he did a good job. But I want to talk about between 4th Avenue and 5th Avenue on Memorial Drive. I watched that whole meeting on TV, and I was talking to the TV. That's how mad I was. But anyway, how come they can build a building with 100 apartments in there when none of us, I mean, we sort of knew what was going on there. I thought there were going to be stores, which that should be an area where you put stores. But no, you're going to put 100 apartments there. I didn't remember if it was approved. But what I want to say is, all of you that live on 4th, 3rd, and 5th Avenue, you better beware of 100 cars going up and down those streets. There used to be a councilman named Eddie English, and he talked about the ripple effect. That's what that ripple effect is. Because I live closer to the beach, and the ripple effect is when nobody has a place to park, and they park in front of my house, 3 blocks away. And this is the ripple effect that you're going to feel. 1.5 spaces. What does that mean? 1.5 cars? I mean, you come up with all these ridiculous things at a meeting, and half of us don't understand the terminology that Serpico or whoever the lawyer is. That has to be looked at. Memorial Drive is not a place to live. It's a place to have stores. It's industrial. If you look, and then to build on the sidewalk, up to the sidewalk, no. Something's got to be done about your rules. I know you changed that rule, or that rule was changed in 2002, but it's time for another amendment to be made, that they can't build out to the sidewalk. That's a terrible thing to look at. And somebody better look at the Bradley restrictions. I keep talking about them, but nobody pays attention. They're for life. They're not just for yesterday. They're forever. This is a historical town, and trying to change the look of it is not the right way to go. We have to keep our historical districts. They're very important. There's one going on now on Madison. He says that the Savoy Theater is not in the historical district because it wasn't named 649 or whatever that address is. But if you're in a historical district, whether you're named by building or what, you have to be in a historical district, and we should go back to that. We're historical here.
Okay.
Time's up.
Yep.
Please don't change that.
Okay.
And I hope you're looking into 5th Avenue and 4th Avenue.
Okay. Thank you, Rita.
You're welcome.
Anybody else, or else we're going to close
Move
it?
to close.
Just 1 minute.
How's it going? Andrew Simoncini. I'm with the Property Owners Coalition, as the guy was 2 speakers ago. And
Your address.
Your address?
301 Route 17 North in Rutherford. And there's a matter that remains to be cleared up, and that is that we requested a reading on whether or not we could file our forms electronically. The obligation to file paper forms will create an enormous amount of printing and paper that is unfriendly to the environment and time consuming, and we would like your answer on whether or not we can get the forms filed electronically. Thank you.
I don't have an answer for you now, so we'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
And I think at the last meeting, it was brought up, like, I think either Peter Siegel or Matthew Siegman, all of our tenants have computers. Well, all of your tenants aren't all the tenants in the city. Some people don't have computers, so they have to be filed, like, manually or written. So, just because some have it and some don't, I don't know what the right answer is, but we'll look into it. Thank you. Seeing nobody else, motion to close?
Move to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is now closed to the public. I have the minutes. I have the Municipal Council Executive Meeting of January 26th at 4 p.m. and the Municipal Council Regular Meeting Minutes, January 26th of 6 p.m. Councilmember Chapman was absent, so I will move from her. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We are on to the consent agenda resolutions. On the consent agenda, we have Resolution 22-101, a resolution approving a special events application. Resolution 22-102, a resolution appointing members to the Public Art Commission, and that appointee is Matthew Daniels. Resolution 22-103.
I think you have the wrong things up, Mike, because you have appointments to APTV and business.
Ignore the screen.
Okay. Resolution 22-103, a resolution appointing members to the Zoning Board of Adjustment, and that appointee is John Scully. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We are now on to individual resolutions. We have resolution approving the payment of bills, Resolution 22-104.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
No.
Resolution 22-105, a resolution amending the temporary budget appropriations for the 2022 budget.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-106, a resolution establishing regulations for the 2022 beach season.
Move it?
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
No.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-107, a resolution approving change order number 2 for Asbury and Ridge Avenue traffic signal improvements.
Move it.
Second?
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-82, a resolution authorizing a professional service contract to the Rogers Group for police accreditation.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
No.
Mayor Moore.
No.
Resolution 22-108, a resolution authorizing a professional service contract to T&M Associates for the Memorial Drive Sanitary Sewer Replacement Project.
Move it?
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Left the room. Mayor Moore.
This is 82? No, this is 81.
This is 108.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Should I move on or wait?
Yeah.
Okay. Resolution 22-109, a resolution authorizing a professional service contract to T&M Associates for engineering services with the installation of a natural gas generator at the wastewater treatment plant.
Move it?
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn has left the room. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-110, a resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Asbury Park to enter into a professional service agreement with Public Resources Advisory Group for the provision of RAB administration.
Move it.
Second?
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn has left the room. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-111, a resolution awarding a contract to Millennium Communications Group for yearly camera support and service.
Move it?
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Just abstain.
Oh,
You know what it is?
okay. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-112, a resolution awarding a contract to PNE LLC for basement renovations at the Community Affairs Resource Center, 913 Sewell Avenue, with Community Development Block Grant funds.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-113, a resolution authorizing the purchase of rock salt needed for the 2022 winter season.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-114, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a new generator needed at the wastewater treatment plant.
Move it.
Second.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-115, a resolution authorizing the purchase of trash and recycling cans.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-116, a resolution authorizing the annual renewal of all traffic solution software.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-117, a resolution authorizing the annual renewal of Adobe.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 22-118, a resolution authorizing an annual service agreement for mobile data service coverage.
Move it.
Second.
Roll call, Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We are on to ordinance.
Before you go into the
yeah.
ordinance, can we take a 30-second break so I can ask the city manager, maybe the attorney, a question?
Sure. I just, what,
You saw what I?
yeah,
And
I don't think it's, he can abstain if you think it's more appropriate.
I don't. Brad?
Take a short break.
Okay, I apologize for that. Go ahead.
We are on to ordinances for introduction. The ordinance we have is ordinance 2022-1, an ordinance amending and supplementing section 13-302.11 entitled Snow Removal of Article 13-300, General Requirements of Part 1, Property Maintenance Code of Chapter 13, Property Improvement and Neighborhood Preservation, Property Maintenance Code of the Code of the City of Asbury Park, with a public hearing scheduled for February 23rd.
Before we go to the vote, Donna, can you just, I think what we have to do with ordinances now is, no, explain it, so people say, oh, I didn't know you were voting on that, so now they will know what we're voting on 2 weeks from now.
Yes, Mayor. So this ordinance, we had two conflicting ordinances regarding removal of snow and ice from the sidewalks. We had one under our property maintenance code, which is being modified, and the other one under the police code. So now the ordinances will be the same in both sections of our municipal code.
So all this is clarifying a mistake where we had two conflicted ordinances, so it's clarification, but again, people have been complaining, we're not transparent, people don't know what we're voting on, so now when we're introducing an ordinance, you'll get an explanation just like we do at the ordinance meetings. Thank you. I make a motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on to adjournment,
Move it.
Yay.
February 23rd. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good one.
Take care.